Morning. Today is the 11th of April, the Parkinson's Day. I will speak to you about a role of a caregiver for a Parkinson's patient. If you want to know what is Parkinson's and the symptoms, please do look up my earlier video. Before I start, I would like to make a disclaimer here that the patient that I'm talking of or I'm handling has idiopathic Parkinson's disease or IPD, and hence whatever I say will be from that experience and the articles that I read up. There will be two videos. The first one will be of general, and the second one on specific uh, points. Being a caregiver to any patient is a very difficult task, not only from physical point of view but also from mental. You need a lot of patience, stamina, and most of all, empathy and the knowledge about the disease to be an effective caregiver. You also need to take care of yourself, because if you're not healthy, how will you take care of a person who depends on you? This is a mistake that most of the caregivers do. They forget to give themselves some time, some rest, so that they can regenerate and also take care of the patient properly. My journey began when X, as I will call him, was diagnosed with Parkinson's some 5 to 6 years back. Being a person who has handled a lot of medical emergencies at home, I was curious about the symptoms and was an avid reader on the subject. So that helped me quickly grasping the topic and the issue. And to be very honest, even I went into a tizzy when I heard about it, and the usual self pity which goes with it. Why me? But I quickly got control of myself, and because I realized if I'm not strong, how do I keep X motivated? I must thank a neurologist who explained to us what exactly Parkinson's was. He even jokingly told X that don't be intimidated if she says you are not keeping pace with her walk. Um, this is very important because you need to understand um, what is Parkinson's and how it will affect you. He gave us examples of many personalities who had or has Parkinson's, just to give an impression that you are not unique. There are many people in this world who have the same disease, and they are handling their life very well. It's the first step here was to understand about the medication. It's very important to understand uh, the half life of the medicine and to give medicine to the Parkinson patient on time. Before I go into more details, I must mention about one of the mistakes that I did during this journey. I had taken X to a seminar where one of the speakers spoke about the number of years such patients live. That got him depressed, and he also saw the other Parkinson's patients who were in the advanced stages, and I can tell you it's not a very nice feeling. So that made him very depressed, and it was a very tough time for me. I did not know how to get him out of that depth, and because as a caregiver, you need to be very sensitive to their emotions, their feelings, fears, and hence I had to take a help of a psychiatrist. Not so much for X, but for me, because I needed to understand how do I handle X, because such patients do go into depression and have anxiety pangs, and it's very important to seek specialist help during those times. Medications and counseling does help in overcoming these challenges. I read a lot of articles, papers, and became members of the Parkinson's Society all across the world, where everyone shared their views. That helped me as a caregiver to focus on keeping X healthy mentally and physically. A very important point which a caregiver should understand for a Parkinson's patient is their tendencies to have a fall. Uh, there are two reasons. One is their gait freezes, so they trip. And second is they have something called hypotension, because of which the pressure suddenly falls, and they can have a syncope, and they can fall. So it's very important to understand this concept. And so whenever you lift a person from the bed or help him to get up, you need to make him sit for a few seconds before the pressure stabilizes, and then he gets up. uh, the fact that such patients can have autonomic failure, or hypotension, that is, which is a tendency of suddenly the blood pressure falling down so that they have syncope, or suddenly the blood pressure rises very high, which leads to strokes. For this, the caregiver needs to monitor it, and it's not very difficult with today instruments coming where you can strap them around your wrist and just push a button. Maybe the pressure will not be very accurate, but it will give you some indication of the pressure, and then the medications can be can help in controlling the situation. You have to also make the room in which the patient stays free of things which may trip him or her. You should have handles in the washroom, uh, which will help them in navigating themselves without fear. As a caretaker, we also need to be very watchful and notice any changes in their behavior, symptoms, and immediately inform the doctor, as sometimes these medicines do have after effects. The next video I will talk about very specific things. Thank you.